Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with a review and an install of the Mishimoto Race Axleback exhaust that's available for the 2015 and up S550 GT Mustang. We're going to cover a few things with this exhaust in this video. We'll mainly be talking about the sound of the Axleback, the materials, and the install. The install for this is easy. It's a 2 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter, but only because you do need a cut in order to install an Axleback on an S550, but we'll talk more about that later. The Mishimoto Race Axleback exhaust is going to be a system that you should check out if you're looking to make a big change in your exhaust note while spending minimal dollars and still going with a setup that gives you good materials and manufacturing. This Axleback is a muffler delete race system, and muffler delete Axlebacks are more budget friendly than normal muffler assemblies, so in this case you're getting a ton of sound with a small change and you aren't totally killing the bank account. So normally in an Axleback video I would start by talking about the mufflers right about now. In this case, we don't have any mufflers. Mishimoto made this muffler delete system in order to deliver on an aggressive note that's loud and that reduces the normal flow restriction that you get with a traditional muffler setup. All that you're looking at here is stainless steel tubing that bolts up to the factory piping, or a Mishimoto X or H mid pipe, or another aftermarket mid pipe that ends with 4-inch polished tips. Mishimoto also has an option for this system that ends in black tips as well if you aren't that into the polished tips. This is going to make for a very big change in the exhaust note. After the resonator, you're not going to have any exhaust filtration whatsoever. As you heard in the sound clips, this is going to be much louder than stock and deeper sounding. The good thing about this Axleback though is that if you want it to be tame, it can be, but it gets rowdy when you lay into it. It's nice in my opinion when you get a sound that changes like this one. You get more of a range of tones and sound to enjoy, and you don't have to worry when you're idling or lightly cruising that your car's too loud. You do come across a little bit of drone with this Axleback. It is a muffler delete system, so I'm personally not surprised by that fact. It's definitely not the worst drone that I've ever heard, but it is noticeable. And as far as sound inside the car, you can hear that you have an aftermarket exhaust on the car, but you don't get the same sound on the inside. It's much more toned down. This makes the drone not that bad, so it's not a deal breaker in my opinion. That being said, and after you guys heard the sound clips, I'm going to label this one as a 4 out of 5 on the loudness scale, with 1 being a quiet upgrade and 5 being a very loud upgrade. For an Axleback, you can't get much louder than this. I will say though that you should keep in mind that you're getting this volume and this sound with the stock resonator still in place. If you ever change your mid-pipe down your road, or even your headers, this system's going to get even louder, and it has the potential to be very loud depending on what you do with the rest of your exhaust system. Just keep in mind the smaller diameter inlet that this Axleback has, being that it's made for the stock exhaust. So I mentioned earlier that this Axleback is stainless steel. Stainless steel is the best option when it comes to exhaust if you're looking for corrosion resistance and a long life from the product. It's going to have property advantages over other materials like aluminized steel, and it's going to hold up much better over time. If you want to pick this Axleback up, you can expect to spend right about $400 for either option. Now, like I said earlier, you do see muffler delete systems costing less than normal muffler assemblies, so I'm not surprised by this. There are other muffler delete offerings out there that cost in the same price range, and I always suggest you check out a few others just to make sure you really like this one. You're going to be looking at the typical cut and clamp design with the install for this Axleback, since you need to cut all S550 Axlebacks. I'm going to call this a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the scale, but just because of the cutting that's involved. It's nothing difficult, but I just recommend some eye protection and a fresh blade to make the cutting easier. Overall, you're looking at about 2 hours to get this all done. A lift would certainly make things easier for you here, but the job can be done on jack stands as well if you don't have access to one. Cutting the factory Axleback isn't hard, just be sure to measure twice and plan to mark where you'll be cutting so you don't make a mistake. The new Axleback will come with new clamps for you, so you don't have to worry about that. When you go to install your new setup, it'll probably be easiest to leave everything loose until you have it all lined up and then tighten it down. Wrapping things up with the Mishimoto Race Axleback system, this is a stainless steel muffler delete Axleback. It's designed to be used with the factory exhaust or an aftermarket exhaust with the same diameter, and it delivers a ton of sound. As always, you can check it out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.